Tony D and Little Joan somewhere in the house, and this is a screenwriter's rant on three different trailers that I don't really understand. First up is an Indian movie called Mad. Then there is a movie starring Kevin Bacon and Julia Roberts called Leave the World Behind. And then finally, a Japanese movie called Monster. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 12. Book 13 dropping in a week or so. So in Mad, this seems to be a fairly regular occurrence in India cinema. It's about a school, about college age guys, I say. They're going to school and there's a bunch of hijinks. And they want to get girls and they get high, I think. And in this one, they're telling a lot of jokes. They don't really land for me because the trailer's not in English. So I'm reading the subtitles and they don't really land. I hate to tell you. But that's pretty common. Like, humor won't usually cross cultures. I don't know what a rack is. I'm going to assume that's a drink. But these guys party. They're having a big party. But there appears to be no girls at the party. I think it's just a bunch of dudes getting drunk. Then there's a scene where they're forced to eat eggs for some reason. I don't know why. There's scenes of them playing basketball. I don't know what's at stake. I really can't figure it out. There, of course, is musical numbers because it's an Indian movie. But I guess this is funny in India. I don't know. It's not funny to me. I'm totally lost. But it definitely appears to be a movie about a school and wacky hijinks. So for that much, I admire it. I don't think I would find it funny, but at least they're trying to have fun. Maybe some of it I would get. I don't know. He makes a joke here. It doesn't quite land for me because I think the translation ruins it. But it's called Mad. So like, oh, we're mad, we're crazy. Next up, Leave the World Behind. This is based on a book that I don't know. This dude shows up, and Kevin Bacon and Julia Roberts, and he shows up with his wife, I guess, and he knows the world's going to end for some reason. He's got a satellite phone, and he sees things, and for some reason he goes to Julia Roberts and Kevin Bacon, and then the world ends. And then I guess they start living in the same house because the world is ending. They don't show you how the world ends. I mean, this is happening in the background. What is that? I don't know what that is. Am I supposed to know what that is? It kind of looks like blood raining from the sky. I mean, that doesn't sound good. From writer and director Sam Esmail. And then some kids are there too. And then, I don't know, like a plane goes down. I guess. Best-selling novel. Never heard of. There's a lot of best-selling novels I never heard of. Made from these movies. Here's a ship. I guess it's beaching itself. Because I don't know what. There's a scene with Kevin Bacon looking up into the sky and like, oh no. Am I supposed to know what that means? Am I supposed to know what this means? I guess. Why is this sideways? There's a bunch of cars trapped on the road. They look like all the same cars over here. I don't know what's going on. And then there's this scene. This dude sits at a door and like the ocean washes up, and I mean it looks like what is holding back the door gonna do at this point if it's this much of an ocean? See, I'm gonna play just a tiny bit of it. See, like what good does it do to stand by the door in that instance? So do they all die at the end? Leave the world behind? I have no idea. Julia Roberts, Marshala Ali, that's his name. Ethan Hawke, Mahala, and Kevin Bacon. Oh, I kind of confused Ethan Hawke and Kevin Bacon together because they both, I know they're not the same age. Kevin Bacon is older, but they kind of look similar. Maybe he's playing grandpa and Ethan Hawke is the son. I don't know. November, rated R for adult situations. Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on with that. And then finally is Monster. I can't really tell what's going on in this one. So it starts out with two kids fighting in class, and then apparently the mother comes in because she thinks her son's being bullied by one of the teachers or something. And but I think it jumps across time periods. And then there's a later scene when he's older. I think it might be about two gay guys who were friends and grew up together, but then have a falling out, maybe? I can't really tell. I can't really tell. Let's see, is there anything in here? No. No synopsis at all. No synopsis at all. Monster movingly shows the power of perspective. Of what? Oscar-winning music composer Ryuichi Sakamoto. Playing music for what? I don't understand what's going on. There's a lot of characters, tender, compelling, profoundly compassionate. Of what? I don't know what's going on. Who is the monster? Is it... I don't know. I have no idea. Are they friends? Or are they not friends? Who is the monster? What are you... to what are you referring to? I don't know. So, I don't know what's going on in any of these. So, how would I rank them? I guess Leave the World Behind would be the only one I would understand. But it looks boring. It looks like a disaster movie, but boring. Monster looks sad. Not particularly boring or exciting, but just sad. Something terrible happens. And then Mad, at least, is fun. Is there... Oh, wait. Here we go. So right up here... No, not about... It's just more of the credits. Fight Master. Ooh. So I guess there's some fighting in this. It's a Telugu film. Mad is an upcoming Telugu film starring in lead roles. Ooh. Is that supposed to be impressive? See, that's part of the culture I don't understand either. Like all the different languages and tribes and stuff in India. I mean, I understand they exist. I just don't understand what the important differences are, right? So, I'm sure somebody from India would be like, oh, you know those Telugu guys. No, I don't. So, but this movie is at least fun. So, I guess I would put this one on the top because I could have fun at least watching it, trying to decipher what's a joke and what's not. And kind of, I'd probably get like a handful of jokes along the way. And I'm sure some wackiness would ensue. So, that could be kind of fun. Number 2, I guess it would be Leave the World Behind, because even though I feel like it looks like some kind of climate movie, some kind of climate alarmist disaster movie, at least it's in English and I would understand it. I don't think I would like this movie, but maybe I confused Ethan Hawke and Kevin Bacon. They kind of look similar. At least it would be kind of like something I would understand. It kind of reminds me of like Children of Men, or that movie with Viggo Mortensen and what's her name? Charlize Theron. How was that? The Road. So at least I get some cool effects and some weird stuff happening. I don't think I would like the ending. I'm sure the ending's a kind of either a cop out or a total like ham-fisted analogy for climate change or whatever. And then finally would be Monster, only because I really have no idea what's happening. I mean, I get it, it's a drama and it somehow takes place at a school, but I don't understand the monster part. Is one of the characters a monster? At one point, one of the kids jumps out a moving car. It just seems sad, and I wouldn't understand the stakes. But at least not understanding the stakes of a comedy, I can kind of, the stakes are low-ish, and at least some wacky stuff might happen. With this, I'd be lost, and I wouldn't even be entertained because there'd be nothing wacky happening. I guess I'd just be like, why'd he do that? So this would probably be on the bottom for me. Yeah. So, would I recommend any of these movies? Probably not. I definitely not this one. Definitely not the last one. I don't know, maybe this one, but probably not, only because, again, that's kind of a funny expression, but that's about all I could get out of it. I might learn a little bit about the culture, again, kind of, in a backwards way with a comedy. I mean, comedies just don't translate. I mean, it's the same thing shown in American comedy in India. You'd be like, is that supposed to be funny? The Southern guy is stupid? Is that a place in the United States? I mean, the United States is a little more, I'll say, famous worldwide than any other country. So, to some extent, all other countries learn about America, but not so much the other way around. I mean, I know some stuff about India, not much. Not, you couldn't fill a notebook with it, but yeah. So this would be at the top, but I'd probably be struggling with it. What's a rack? Is that like moonshine? I'm guessing it's kind of like a moonshine, an Indian moonshine, perhaps. I'm definitely not down with the the dancing and the singing. That would be really. I mean, I did like the dancing and singing in RRR. Some of it, anyway. Not at the end, but in the middle, they had a cool number. I just don't get that. I really don't. Like, every movie you got to dance and sing. That like, I get it if it's sort of a musical or a happy movie, but I just don't get every single movie you're gonna have dancing and singing, huh? Weird. It's so weird to me. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D. Man, I can't find any trailers, man. There's just not a lot of trailers out there. They're not making any movies anymore. I'm going to have to review something else. Perhaps I'll go back to video games. Anyhow, we'll see you tomorrow.